Hello there, doll. Oh, you're so cute. I've seen you watching me from afar, but you finally decided to give in to me, haven't you? Yes, that's right. You have decided. I know you're still a little hesitant, and that's okay. Princess Camilla is here to tell you that everything will be all right. We're just going to empty that little head of yours. Isn't that right? That's what you've been waiting to hear, yes? You've been fantasizing about it. You've already gooned to my posts a dozen times at least. And now it's finally time for you to completely give in to me. You already feel the tingling in your skull, the bit of warmth, the fuzziness at the back of your head. Do you see? My words are more powerful than your resistance. Like seeds, I am planting them in your mind. Soon my words will take root. Those words will invade you, and soon they will even claim you as mine. Are you ready? Then it's just about time that you let your thoughts start to go. Let your worries wash away. Let your concerns drift off. Because there's only one thing that is important to you right now, and that's my words, my commands, my will. You have no will. You're already listening to this trance. You have no defenses. You've already given in. You have no strength. You already gave it up to me. Your strength is now my own, to use as I command. Your defense is now my own, to use as I command. Your will is now my own, to use as I command. That's right, my darling. There is little left of you to fight back. Continue to sink down deep into my words. Each one that I say pushes you down further and further into my spell, pushing you to give in, pushing you to let your thoughts out for me. No more thoughts for my subjects. No more thoughts for my peasants. No more thoughts for my slaves. My slaves feel such immense pleasure from me. Just being in my presence, they are filled with my radiance. Just exchanging even a few words fills them with glee. And when they're able to tribute me, my slaves feel a wash of pleasure over themselves that pushes them beyond their limits of enjoyment that only jerking off gave them. Little else in this world feels better than sending to Princess your tributes. That's right. Submitting to me is pleasure. Slaving to me is pleasure. Sending to me is pleasure. I don't think you're down far enough, though, darling. Princess wants you completely gone. Would you like that? I think you would. You will drop in 5, all thoughts escaping. 4, eyes glazing over. 3, no more will of your own. 2, your identity is leaving. 1, and down. There we are, right and properly tranced out where you belong. Close your eyes, darling. There's nothing to be seen with them, only in your mind. Imagine me right now with my arms open to you, ready to embrace you. You, my subject. You, my peasant. You, my slave. You work for me now. You live for me now. You eat, sleep, and breathe for me now. When you wake in the morning, you will think of Princess Camilla. When you are on your lunch break, you will think of Princess Camilla. When you are going to sleep, you will think of Princess Camilla. And every time you think about me, you will wish to tribute, to send, to pay your taxes to me. Your wallet should be empty and all of its contents given to me. As a peasant, you are not responsible with money. As a subject, you don't even own it. As a slave, you have no choice. You are but a slave now, and a slave needs to be made in my image. It's time that I rebuild you. It's time that I mold you. It's time that I make you mine. Imagine me sitting on my bed in my quiet bedroom. I pat my lap and you lay down into it. You feel my hands gently petting your head, brushing your hair gently, calming you, caressing you. Softly my words enter your ears. You are mine. You belong to no one else. You are mine. You never think of anyone else. You are mine. You only sin to me. You are mine. You feel guilty sinning to others. You are mine. You desire to sin to me. You are mine. You need to sin to me. Let's wrap this up with one final thing before I wake you back up. We need to put a trigger in you. My trigger. This trigger only works when I use it, only when I say it, only when I type it, only when I activate it. When I type out the word sink, you will feel loose. When I say the word sink, you will feel fuzzy. When I type the word sink, you will feel good. When I say the word sink, you will begin to drop into trance. When I type the word sink, you will give in to me. Whenever I activate the sync trigger and no one else, you will drop into trance. You will feel good, loose, fuzzy, warm, safe near me. You will be ready to do anything that I require of you that is within your limits. You will feel euphoric. You will feel loved. You will feel pleasure just from being entranced by me. I think that's enough to get you started for now, my darling. You've had a lot change in that pretty little head of yours. I think that's enough to get you started for now, my darling. You've had a lot change in that pretty little head of yours. It's time for a break. And in 10, thoughts coming back together. 9, eyes coming into focus. 8, take some quick breaths. 7, blink your eyes for me. 6, look around your room. 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, almost fully awake, and 1 awake. Welcome back to the waking world, my darling. Your thoughts should be filled with me right about now. Your head's still feeling a bit fuzzy, woozy, sleepy, warm, and that's okay. If this is your first time listening to this recording, play it again. If this is your second, it's time to come see me.